Hi everybody, Gary Williams here for Toolbarn.com's Barn Banter, and with me today is John Sauer from the Apex Tool Group. And John, I know you brought a lot of different stuff with you, but first of all, I just want to talk a little bit about Apex because it covers a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah, so Apex covers Armstrong, Gearwrench, Crescent, and then many other brands underneath the Apex umbrella.
And you'll probably find many or all of those at Toolbarn.com. I'm just guessing that that's probably the deal. Okay, look, you got a lot of cool stuff here, and we're going to jump right into it. First of all, this socket set I think is pretty cool. It intrigues me. Explain that.
Yep, so this is the pass-thru socket by Gearwrench.
All right.
So when you have some long thread that you're dealing with, as opposed to going to get a deep socket, you can just get a regular socket and throw the socket on there, and then it goes all the way over it.
All right.
So you're not going to have to use your regular sockets, and then you have to get your deep sockets as well.
And for a lot of those long threads, you'd have to have a real deep socket to get to them, or you'd have to use something different to tighten if you were like a suspended ceiling type of situation or something.
Yeah, and then so this also has the locking flex head as well.
Right.
So you can, for those weird awkward angles, you can go ahead and set the flex and then lock it in place.
Yeah, okay, great. So saves a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy, right?
Yep.
Cool. This thing, I don't know why I liked it, but I do. It's a hand ratchet, correct?
Yep. So we call this our gimbal ratchet.
Okay.
So we have it in quarter inch and 3/8.
Okay.
So just pop on 1/4 inch socket, and then when you're in those hard to reach areas, it's going to rotate every which way, so you can go and get that hard to reach screw.
A lot of the stuff I build is not supposed to have hard to reach type things, but they come out that way for some reason. For some reason they do. This would come in handy for a lot of my projects. So, oh, that's great. Okay.
Time saver.
More coming up.
So yeah, Gearwrench is very innovative. They're always coming out with new products. And one of the new products they have is the indexing ratcheting wrench.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have those hard to reach nuts and bolts, this allows you to index it.
Right.
And then you can lock it in place so you can get around that corner. And
Right,
get down hard to reach.
So you can get into a right angle type of thing and get,
And then
tighten up something.
You can also unlock it, get it around the corner, and use like a pumping action to get those hard to reach bolts as well.
Right, so it just gives you a little more flexibility and probably saves a few scraped knuckles here and there, right?
Yep,
That's a good thing. I've had more than one or two of those. All right.
It's always a plus.
Yes, it is. Show me this.
All right, so we've had the ratcheting on the box end for a while now, but when it came to the open end, there was never a ratcheting solution.
All right.
So we've taken care of that problem now. With Gearwrench, we have a piece of metal and a spring right in there.
Okay.
And when we're ratcheting down, you get it on there. You don't have to take it off each time. So it's a ratcheting open end.
Right.
And you're going to save time from having to take it off, in those hard to reach areas.
Yeah,
you can
sure.
just move it back and forth and it's going to ratchet.
Okay, good. Cool. Talk about some of these.
All right, so what we've done, pliers are pliers, but we've added an extra pivot force in there.
Right.
So when you're making cuts all day long, this is going to actually save 40% less effort. So it's going to save your hands and just make it easier on you.
That's a big deal when you got a lot of work to do with a pair of pliers.
Yeah.
Pliers can be a pain in the neck to use, right?
So make it easier for you guys.
Yeah, talk about those.
So these are the locking tongue and groove pliers. So they have various sizes, and when you set it, it's going to lock in place. So when you're using it, it's not going to slide on you.
Yeah, that's a nice feature.
Yeah, because there's nothing worse than when you have it, ready to use and it slips on you,
bust
your knuckles. And
Right. I got plenty of knuckle scars from
no one wants that.
From those kind of. No, I don't. All right, great. Again, advances in even simple hand tools. That's a big deal.
Yep.
Great. Okay, so let's say that I, for example, have used all these tools on some kind of a project, no matter what it is, and given that I did the project, I probably have to tear it down before too much time passes by, right? So you got a lot of good stuff that'll help me do that.
Yes, we do. We do indeed.
Let's go into some of this.
All right.
Start with that little puppy.
So we have various sizing pry bars.
Okay.
Our smallest one, great for taking off picks on cars and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the indexing head, so you can lock it in place and get whatever angle you need to use.
Yeah, okay. Pretty handy, right?
Yep. And then we have varying sizes, and then we get into the ones that extend out.
Okay.
So this is the big boy, if you will. Extends out to 48 inches when fully extended with the indexing head. So if you need to get those weird angles, you don't have to go get that block of wood to be able to pry with.
So if you've got this compared to, say, a standard crowbar, pry bar, or whatever, what's the durability factor of these compared to those?
So this is going to be, it's a lifetime warranty.
Right.
So it's you know, just as durable as, you
Okay.
know, even when fully extended. We've had great,
Right.
you know, the feedback's been great from the end users using them,
Okay.
and haven't had any issues with them.
So, so the fact that it extends doesn't weaken the,
Nope.
the tool at all. Okay, great. This is something that, again, probably one of the best tools in my toolbox would be a sledgehammer of one kind or another. We'll talk about this a little bit.
All right,
okay?
so these are the new sledgehammers by Armstrong, and they have an epoxy on the head that goes all the way through. So it's as opposed to the traditional steel rods, we've used these new lightweight epoxy handles. So they're great when dealing with overstrike. Whereas the comparable ones with the metal rods, when overstruck, they'll bend the rods.
Okay.
And with these, that's not going to happen.
Yeah. So you got all the durability that you need and a lighter. I mean, it is lighter with the
Yes.
this
Yep.
handle, right? And in terms of the head remaining on the handle, it's
Yep.
epoxied, so it's going to stay in place, right? Okay, great. Well, look, you've got just about everything I need to complete and undo something that I may have put together. But no, it's really a great line. I love seeing the advances in hand tools because sometimes it's just not nice to use good hand tools. You've got to use them. You can't get the power tools in where you need to get them in. So it's great to have a good selection of hand tools, and we've got these and more at toolbarn.com. So if you're looking for anything in this lineup that you see on the table, check out toolbarn.com for these and then just about anything else really. So toolbarn.com. Thanks for being with us, and we hope you join us next time.